I started noticing that just because they had 1 million followers didn't mean that they had quality people, the quality leads. It's not just about quantity, it's about quality. When I first learned about the Dream 100 concept from my father, right, I kind of thought it was about the biggest and the best. My father worked with 60 of the Fortune 500, so let me see how many Fortune 500 I can bring in the door. And so I started bringing in Fortune 500 clients, and I thought it was impressive and people were surprised. But then I started noticing that there was something missing with those clients. And then I went after the biggest in my industry. I went after those that had millions of followers. And I thought, yeah, this is my dream client. And then I started noticing that just because they had 1 million followers didn't mean that they had quality people, the quality leads. It's not just about quantity, it's about quality. And they weren't really my ideal buyers. So then I started really digging around, and I've been looking lately at the kind of clients that I get to work with today. And I've noticed that I was taking screenshots of them recently, and I'm very in love with taking care of you. And my father passed at 55. So it was a very early, abrupt passing. And so that brings with me, how can I assist more businesses to be able to grow without having such a stressful time? So that's inherently altruistically within me. So how do I attract more people that maybe believe in a greater purpose, or they have a mission to what they're doing? And so I have a client right now that Jerry is also a part of. So it's a $56 billion health insurance fund. The gentleman believes that we have sick care. We don't have wellness plans. We have sick plans. And he wants to change the way that healthcare is distributed in America. And I thought, wow, I am all about that. I think that that's wonderful. And I have another client that does senior living facilities. And it's something like 75% of the elderly feel that they are left behind and they're alone. That's really important to me. So I look around at these clients that I have today, and they're in alignment with my core values. They're in alignment with where I'm taking my life and what my pursuits are for the bigger picture. They're in alignment with, they generate great revenue and profitability. There's so much more than just bigger is better, because bigger isn't always better. So I've redefined what the Dream 100 can be for you, and it depends on each person, right? It should be crafted towards, where is your goal? With that in mind, now let's figure out where your Dream 100 is, which is getting to the most, potentially feeling like the most impossible people that could completely change and alter your whole world. And we've had some great successes with that. I just had another gentleman out of our last boot camp with 4 clients. He generated $12 million in 2 weeks. And these were all people that were not interested in his product, because he used his core story messaging and targeted his Dream 100 potentials. I mean, I have a client that got 1 new client and it generated them $30 million that year, just 1. So it's not this like crazy, how do I go after 1 million people? It's just being very clear about getting in alignment with yourself, with your goal, and then who are the people that you need to rally to make that goal a possibility much faster. So I crafted this boot camp where we follow this methodology of learn it, build it, use it. So as you learn it, then you're building it while we're on the calls, and then you go and deploy it, and then we hold everyone accountable. So we're making sure that we're reaching out to those bigger, better buyers that are more in alignment, those that we might be fearful of or that we know of, but we just haven't done it yet because we don't have a solid plan. So that's what I've crafted, is the Dream 100 Bootcamp.